I'm seeing a lot of amazing, well-intentioned, heart-led coaches struggle to get clients right now because their audience doesn't trust them. And they don't trust them because they're using old, dated marketing tactics that once worked, but no longer work in the current market we're in. Because let me be real with you, we are currently in a trust recession. Organic reach is down by like 40%. People are more skeptical than ever. The market is awash with get-rich-quick noise. You know, content has never been so easy with AI. We've got AI bots, AI clones. And this has come at a time when the online education, coaching, mentoring space has exploded. Now, of course, with that, it's attracted a lot of cigar smoking, Lambo driving charlatans who are in this for a quick buck, who make big promises that they can't keep. You know, and I've had my fingers burnt. I'm sure you've had your fingers burnt. In fact, I learned this the hard way. A year into my coaching business, I was in a rush. I was impatient and I wanted to, scale fast. And I fell for the classic guru ad, promising me the 6 figures in 6 hours. And I fell for it, hook, line and sinker. And I built out this all singing, all dancing funnel, the classic guru model at the time, the old model that just no longer works. Because this model is based on one thing: how much money can I extract from my audience as quickly as possible? And because of that, these funnels often use fake scarcity and urgency. Things that I used back then didn't feel aligned, but as I said, I was so desperate, I fell for this. Now, I built out this funnel, spent a lot of money on it, took out a credit card and ran ads through this funnel. And it didn't work as quickly as I hoped, and I was just chasing my losses. And it got to a point where I was so deep in debt that I just had to pull the plug. It kept me up for months. I remember my wife walking through into the kitchen, and I quickly shut the laptop as if I was doing something dodgy. But in fact, I was just looking at my credit card bill, wondering how on earth am I going to pay this back. That night, I lay in bed just like thinking, I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm just destined to be a failure. Maybe I should just go back and get a job in the corporate world. I woke up and I just thought, I'm absolutely not doing that. I'm going to give this one more shot. And I took the last of the money I had and invested it in a coach. That's how much I believe in coaching. Now, that coach changed everything for me. He reminded me who I was, the transformation that I'd been through, what I had achieved to date. He also reminded me that coaching isn't built on funnels, it's built on relationships, it's built on connection. And that completely changed the game since. That was the moment that I stopped chasing and trying to manipulate and instead started to attract and to magnetize. Now, let me be clear with you before I share my new mechanism, my new way. The old way is dead. Funnels no longer work because we've all been through that classic $27 funnel. We all know the upsell that's coming. It no longer works. In fact, it's actually damaging a lot of coaches' reputation because it's about volume. How much money can I extract from my audience as quickly as possible? Posting without any strategy, cold DMing and manipulative tactics. Again, they might work in the short term, but in the long term, they are going to kill your reputation. So there's a new way of operating in this market, in this trust recession. And it's what I call an authority flywheel. It's one built on compounding trust, where every interaction, the priority, the focus, what we're optimizing for is to build trust, not to extract money using tactics, but to build trust with authenticity, with service, and then making casual invites. Now, the paradox of this all is that you actually will end up making more money in the long haul. This is a compounding game, not a rapid transactional game. Now, let me make this real with you and give you an example of how I created 18K client with zero manipulation, zero really effort. and not even a sales call. So I run very basic follow me ads, just boosting organic content, which is value driven and has a call to action, a very casual call to action of just follow me for more. And I put like 10, 20 pounds behind these ads per day. And one of my recent followers in the last few months followed me, and a week later they entered my mini chat automation requesting to watch a YouTube training that I had created. Now in that YouTube I made no pitch, I just gave value and created awareness. Now he consumed this YouTube, entered my email sequence, and a week later, or a couple of weeks later, I ran a workshop for my community, and I offered it to my audience for £100, and he signed up for £100. So the beauty of this is that this workshop I was already running for my community. There was no script I had to learn. I was just running this workshop already, delivering value for my community. He signed up for that. Now at the end of that workshop, I made a very casual invite to my community and said something like, for the next 48 hours, the doors are open to the ECC. Let me know if you want details. Now he reached out, asked for details, and sure enough, signed up within 24 hours. There was no script or tactics or strategies that I had to learn. I was just delivering value for my community and made a very casual invite. Now, because I delivered so much value in that workshop, him and many others signed up for the community. Now, he was in the community for around 2.5 months when I shared with the community that I have one space for one-to-one coaching. And he jumped on it, signed up for a 12-month contract, and has paid me £18,000. Now, I wouldn't have been able to have done this if I didn't get him results at each of those stages. And at each of those stages, because I got him a result, it built trust. And with that trust, he invested more. It's why trust is the most valuable currency in business right now. Now, the beauty of this was how aligned it felt, how effortless it was. There wasn't even a sales call involved. It was just me turning up, creating value, building trust, and making very casual invites. Now, in effect, it does the same as a funnel, right? A funnel is, this classic guru funnel is low ticket to medium ticket to high ticket funnel. But instead of trying to take someone through that in minutes, I did it in months. Now, the beauty of this is that it works because it doesn't need a huge amount of traffic, whereas the original funnel is a pure numbers game. How many people can I get through this funnel as quickly as possible? Now, because this is more about slow sales, this type of authority flywheel doesn't need a huge amount of volume. In fact, last month, and I say this not to brag, but just to give gravitas to what I'm about to say, last month I made just shy of 50 grand. And I have an email list of around 600. My Instagram following is around 1,600. I get tiny engagement on my Instagram. My YouTube is, I think, 1,700, and that's been very recent. But again, I get just a couple hundred views on my videos. But I have depth. I take people on a journey of depth with me. I'm not about width. And that's why this works so well. It's not about numbers. This is about depth. This is about depth of connection. This is about how well you know your audience and how well you can meet their needs and their wants. And this hasn't just worked for me. This worked for a client, Len, who went from like 1 to 3 to 5K months, real feast to famine. 2 months of building my authority flywheel has back-to-back 20K months. He's gone on to write a book. My client Sophia recently filled her retreat and has clients working with her for years. A recent client, Avi, made his first 10K month in 3.5 weeks of just implementing this authority flywheel. Because this authority flywheel, it works because it's how our audience are buying in today's market. It's about compounding trust. That's the game we're playing here. Now, here's where the best news comes in. Me and my team will build out this whole flywheel, this whole system for you, literally from start to end, and then coach you through the whole process. And we'll give you playbooks, everything you need, essentially. And if you check out my client testimonials and my client case studies, you'll see the type of clients the type of results I get from my clients. Now, I take just 5 clients on per month through this. This is no fake scarcity or urgency. This is legit. But if you want the details, if this feels like something you feel more aligned with, if you're sick of the classic guru funnel and you want to build a more aligned, effortless, easeful business, then drop me a message with the numbers 222, because I'm an angel. And on Instagram, my link's below, and I'll send you all the information. This is a new era of building businesses. This is the era of trust, compounding trust. This is about alignment. This is about empowering our audience with the decision, not manipulating or coercing them into a decision, but empowering them. And the beauty is, not only is it a better way to build a business in today's age, but you'll feel aligned, congruent, and really bedded in your heart. So I hope to hear from you soon. If not, it doesn't feel aligned, that's totally cool. But give me a follow and see if you vibe with my vibe. Sending you so much love, and catch you very soon.